Hello everyone, I am Raman. I am from ICBM School of Business Excellence. In this video, I am explaining about the view of communication process and steps involved in effective marketing communication process. For every marketing communication, the company should identify the target customers so they can promote easily. There are many ways to communicate to the customers or to the receivers like newspapers, radios, magazines, websites, WhatsApp, etc. So these are the main, there are 9 elements involved in communication process. First one is sender. The person who sends the message to the receiver is called sender. Next one is encoding. The process of converting the thoughts into symbols is encoding. And the next one is message. The process of sending the subject to the receiver is called message. And the next one is media. It is a communication channel which the sender sends through a particular platform to the receiver. And the next one is decoding, the process of assigning meaning to the symbols by the receiver. And the next one is receiver. The person who receives the message is known as receiver. And the next one is response. It is a process of reaction given to the particular message is response. And the next one is feedback. The process, it is a part of response which is given to the sender about the subject. And the last one is noise. The unplanned disturbances which occurred in the communication process is noise. There are two tips for effective marketing communication, that the sender encoding and the receiver's decoding should be matched for all the communication process. That will help to output should be effective. And the next one is the sender should be the marketer should be effective and conscious about the product and about the marketing strategies. Then he can communicate easily. Steps in effective communication process. The first one is identifying the target customers. The identifying the target customers is mainly depend upon the company's product. So the audience are may include general public, individuals, people, etc. So they are indirectly responsible for what they are company has to provide about the product, what when to say and where to say. These are about the identifying the target customers. And the second point is determining the communication objectives. After identifying the audience, the company has to identify where the customers are standing and where they have to be moved. The company has to get an idea about the customers, so they have to take a strategy of bias readily decision. There are 6 stages in this. The first one is awareness. The company has to create awareness about the product to the customers based on following some promotional strategies. So the customer will get to some knowledge. The second is knowledge. The customer will get some knowledge about the product. And the third one is liking. After all getting the knowledge, the customer will like the product. And the fourth one is conviction. The customer will come to conclusion about the product to buy or not. And last one is purchase. He will purchase the product based on all these 5 factors. The third one is designing the message. Every marketer has a doubt to what should be there in the message. There are 3 ways to have a good message. That is message content, message structure, and message format. In message content, what should be there in the message content? There are 3 approaches to what should be right in the message content. The first one is rational, and showing your benefits of the product in the content. And second one is emotional, positive and negative emotional, providing that information in the content. It will attract the customers, like adding some humor to it. Nowadays every company has following that strategy, adding some humor to it. And the third one is moral and social approach. So the company has to follow some social responsibility activities, so for that the customer will more attract to it, so they buy the products. And the next one is message structure. There are 3 approaches in this also. The first one is they have a doubt to whether to show a conclusion or not. So showing a conclusion will not create a curiosity among the customers. So it should be leaving the research says that leaving the conclusion to the customers will create more curiosity among the customers. And the second one is whether to show one-side argument or two-side arguments. One-side argument means showing your strengths, and two-side argument is showing your weakness and strengths. And research also says that showing your strengths will create a sales promotion. So they increase the more sales. And the next one is whether to show a strong argument first or last. If you show the first, the last will be dull. So these are the 3 approaches for message structure. And the third one is message format. And the message format, the customers will more attract based on the format only, by adding some eye-catching pictures and message size and message color. All these will affect the format of the message, so the customer will more attract to it. The fourth one is choosing the media. There are two types of communications: personal communication and non-personal communication. In personal, first of all, we discuss about what is personal communication. Interaction between two people about the product is personal communication. It is done through interview, personal interview, telephone, WhatsApp chat, etc. So nowadays, mainly companies, consumers are mainly depending upon the consumer reviews. So recommendations of consumers are mainly are affecting the customers' purchasability. So the companies are appointing some opinion leaders to judge their products. So the customers are following the opinion leaders to select their product. And second one is non-personal communication. It is a interaction between two or more people with indirect way, that is newspapers, advertisements, emails, websites, posters, radio, all these comes under the non-personal communication. And the fifth one is selecting the message source. Here the customers are mainly attracted through the representatives or celebrities. The company will select the representatives or celebrities which is related to their product. So these are main effect on their product purchasability. And the last one is collecting the feedback. It is a most important to the company point of view, because they will decide the products and promotional strategies to better way in the better way after collecting the feedback, to modify their product or to change its promotional strategies, etc. All these six steps in effective marketing communication process will help the company to develop their promotional strategies or communicate easily.